Hello, Ariel here. Welcome back to my property. So if you've watched any of my videos, then you probably know that I purchased a little cabin on 5 acres of beautiful property in the Sierra Nevada foothills. And I've been living here since late July. So I have not been here a year yet, still trying to get to know the seasons and the animals of the land and everything else that comes with home ownership. I've never owned my own property. As you know, well, as you probably know, California is excruciatingly expensive, and this was also expensive, but really it wasn't that bad until you take into consideration the insurance. So this is extreme fire zone here. You wouldn't know it right now because we've had so much rain the last few weeks, but yeah, in the summertime, very dangerous. So you have to really be careful. And so I'm going to be learning all about that. And anyway, so I have no regrets. Don't get me wrong here. I'm just telling you how it is, I guess. So anyway, today I want to plant my Chinese Fringe Flower. I purchased 2 of them, and I already planted one. And then I went back to, I think it was Home Depot, either Home Depot or Lowe's, and bought another one. And so now I want to plant that one as well. And I also wanted to tell you about the last video. I showed you my early Christmas present, which was a drill with an auger bit so that it helps me plant trees. I've got a bad low back and hip, and it gets weak and tired really easily, and gardening isn't the best for it, but not giving up there. But anyway, the auger helps with that. It's not quite as much bending over. But what was embarrassing about it is that somehow it was on reverse. And so when I was trying to drill holes to plant bulbs, it wasn't working. And I was like, man, this is weird. It's not, doesn't work very good. Well, it turns out I just had it on reverse. So when I turned it, the way it's supposed to go, very easy. And so, it's embarrassing, but how am I supposed to know? I certainly didn't read the directions. So anyway, I'll show you that. So in case you've been the same, or you're thinking about buying a drill as well, you don't make the same mistake that I did and spend a whole day using the drill totally wrong. And I'll also take you over to where I want to plant the fringe flower, and let's go. Before we do that though, I wanted to show you, I planted a Rising Sun redbud. It's been a couple months ago, and it's deciduous, so it's lost all its leaves except for one now, but it isn't looking good. It seems like it's suffering rather than just losing its leaves for the winter. And when I was messing around over there, I saw a hole in the dirt inside the gopher basket. So let's go see if that's still over there. Okay, here's the tree, and let me show you what I'm talking about. It seems like it's rotting rather than just, but I have no experience, so I could be wrong. This could be how it rolls in the winter. But to me, this just doesn't look good. And I was looking around and I saw, okay, I covered it up, and it looks like there's no new hole again, but there was literally a little hole right there. So I think what happened was a gopher must have come out of the ground and then dug down inside the gopher basket. It's crazy. These gophers are absolutely nuts. Okay, so here's my new drill, and it's got the auger bit, and then this handle for safety. And this button right here is what puts it in forward or reverse, and its counterpart is over here. So the one that's depressed means it's on, so this is forward and this is reverse. So I had this pressed in when I was first trying to drill holes, and yeah, things weren't working so well. So my boyfriend had to point it out because he asked how it was going, and I was like, well, I think the ground is even too hard for the drill. And he was flabbergasted by this, right? So he comes over and looks and says instantly, oh, you have it backwards. So yeah, that was embarrassing, but oh well, live and learn, right? So don't make my mistake. Make sure this one's pressed in when you want to drill. Okay, this is the spot I want to plant the fringe flower. It's between some trees, and you can see very close to the road. Not much traffic going on out here, but still not a fan. I want privacy for even the few vehicles that do go by. And here comes someone now, as a matter of fact. So yeah, I don't like it. So thinking about putting privacy fence from gate to gate. I've got 2 gates off this road, and I forget how many feet it is. It's quite a bit. It's going to be expensive, but privacy. I'm a friend. Why do you think I moved all the way out to the middle of nowhere? Okay, so I got my drill with the auger. I got my Laura petalum, or Chinese Fringe Flower, same deal. I got my shovel in case I need to dig dirt out. What I noticed just learning how to use this auger is when it goes straight in and you can pull it out without reversing it, it makes a nice clean hole. It's lovely. But if you have to turn your drill on reverse to be able to get it out of the dirt, it's kind of messy, and you got to dig out the mud and whatnot. So yeah, some of these trees aren't looking healthy. That one will probably need to come out, just these 2 little ones. Anyway, let me get started. Right, and away we go. Let's see, make sure it's on forward here. All right, see how easy or difficult this ground is. Okay, not too bad. The handle really comes in handy, I tell you. Yeah, look at that root. Can you see it? Trippy. What is that? Huh. Okay. Well, my back sure doesn't last long. Let's see how this is. I don't like to plant things too deep because it doesn't drain terribly well here. So, that's the drain. There you go, little buddy. You go like that. Go. Go. Okay. I think this is pretty good. Okay. I feel happy about this. And now I've witnessed for myself that these plants are deer resistant. I've seen a deer take a nibble and other deer waiting in line to take their nibbles, but once the first deer took its nibble and walked off, the rest of the deer took one sniff and they were like, no thanks. Okay, there he is. Hopefully he grows very quickly. It is late December right now, and I am hopeful for, lots of root growth during the winter months, and then a nice big bush in the spring and summer and for the rest of its life. All right, that's it for now. Thanks for watching.